Hate ads? Subscribe to Acast Plus now to skip ads and more. Click the link in our show notes to learn how. Welcome to Sacrilegious Discourse.
I'm husband.
And I'm wife.
Together we're reading the Bible for the very first time.
We grew up without religion and wanted to know what all the fuss was about.
Well, what have we learned so far?
That God is a dick, and apparently some people believe in talking donkeys?
We're not trying to pass ourselves off as experts.
Nope, we're just reading the Bible for the first time and giving our first take reaction.
If you'd like to join us in this venture, you might consider starting at episode 1.
Otherwise, jump in wherever you like.
Alright, let's go read the Bible.
Yeah, let's get to it. Husband!
Wife!
Do you remember what happened on Friday?
Names.
It was
Lots
the
of names.
descendants of Reuben
Fucking names.
and Gad
Goddamn
and
names.
2.5 tribes.
Shit-ass names.
And yeah,
Fuck these names.
fuck these names. I mean, I was trying to be professional here just for a minute.
Was that what we were going for?
Just for a sec.
Just for a second. Okay.
Yeah. So those names happen.
yeah, there was names.
All those descendants.
Names.
And
I've got a quick announcement real quick.
oh, do you?
I do.
A quick announcement real quick?
Yes, real quick.
Okay, good,
Quickly.
because I was trying not to yawn.
You
so.
didn't succeed.
No, I didn't. You go on.
So, all right, we have two things going on. We've got Acast Plus now, which lets you skip ads, and you might have caught that little teaser at the beginning of the episode. Mm-hmm. And now we are also offering our ads, or I'm sorry, we're offering our episodes ad-free to our patrons as well as early access, which also is one of the things you can get with Acast Plus. But we wanted to make sure we were hitting everybody across the board equally with the same benefits. So Patreon and Acast Plus both will offer you ad-free and early access depending on what tiers you sign up for.
Right.
So I just wanted to make sure I mentioned that.
Because we didn't want anybody paying for something elsewhere and getting things that our patrons weren't receiving.
Right.
That's not fair.
There is one downside, and that is that I can't go back to previous episodes and make them ad-free for Patreon.
Yeah.
So that unfortunately will not be available on Patreon that way. But going forward, they will be ad-free on Patreon and early access.
Yeah.
So that was pretty much it. That was our intro, though, for 1 Chronicles chapter 5.
Correct.
And today we'll be getting into
1 Chronicles chapter 6.
All right, let's go do this.
Okie dokie.
Hey, wife.
Yes, husband.
Did you know that we are now on Patreon?
Yes, because you told me, but also, no, tell me more.
So we're on Patreon now.
Are we?
We are, and our supporters can go there and support us, and we have multiple levels all the way up to You Killed God.
That sounds really drastic and escalated quickly-ish.
Well, no, there's multiple levels before there, so it escalates on a sliding scale of, cheap to not cheap. Oh. But, we can definitely use any amount, so, any support is always appreciated.
So, what exactly is Patreon?
It's a place where you can show your support for our podcast. And
just our podcast?
Any podcast or any performer. But, we're the ones that, you're listening to right now. So maybe you should, support us. That'd be awesome.
That would be awesome. But we love you anyway.
So all you got to do is go to Patreon, look up Sacrilegious Discourse. It's actually patreon.com/Sacrilegious Discourse is our actual main page there. So head on over and send us some love.
Yeah. Okay, 1 Chronicles chapter 6.
Okay.
Y'all hold on to your butts, because this one's going to be a bit lengthy.
Is it?
Yep.
Okay.
Sorry. Right. We're starting with the sons of Levi here.
Okay. Yeah.
More descendants.
Yeah.
The sons of Levi were Gershon, Kohath, and Merari. The descendants of Kohath included Amram, Izhar, Hebron, and Uziel. The children of Amram were Aaron, Moses, and Miriam.
Oh.
We know those three.
I know, yeah, there's some names we know.
Yeah. The sons of Aaron were Nadab, Abihu, Eleazar, and Ithamar.
Some of those guys died lighting the incense.
They did it
with
wrong.
the wrong wood.
They did it wrong, and they died immediately.
Idiots.
And Aaron was not allowed to cry.
You should know better than to use the wrong fucking wood on an incense. I mean, what were they thinking?
I have no idea what
crazy.
God was thinking.
It's fucking crazy.
If he was going to punish something that harsh, and then later on, people are literally worshipping other gods, and you're like, meh, whatevs.
Right.
Like, what the fuck? Eleazar was the father of Phineas. Phineas was the father of Abishua. Abishua was the father of Buki. Buki was the father of Uzi. Uzi was the father of Zerahiah. Zerahiah was the father of Marioth. Marioth was the father of Amariah.
Okay.
Amariah was the father of Ahitub. Ahitub was the father of Zadok. Every time I see the name Zadok, I can't help but think of that character from was it the X-Men, or is it in the Marvel universe? He's got like a TV head chest thing.
Oh,
like
Maddock. I know
Zadok.
I know who you're talking about, but I don't know his name.
Yeah, me neither.
So sorry, fail on that one.
I know.
Yeah.
But anyway, that guy was the father of Ahimaaz. Ahimaaz was the father of Azariah. Azariah was the father of Johanan.
Okay.
Johanan was the father of Azariah, the high priest at the temple built by Solomon in Jerusalem.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy's apparently a little bit more important.
He gets a disclaimer.
Yeah.
Our cat is getting into the Tootsie Rolls. That's hilarious. Okay, you go get that Tootsie Rolls.
You read off some names real quick here. Yeah.
Azariah was the father of Amariah. Amariah was the father of Ahitub. Ahitub was the father of Zadok. Zadok was the father of Shallum. Shallum was the father of Hilkiah. Hilkiah was the father of Azariah. That cat really wants some fucking Tootsie Rolls.
Tootsie Roll, yeah.
I mean, not that I blame her.
Right.
You guys, I know that Tootsie Rolls are like the trash candy at the bottom of your Halloween trick-or-treat bag. They're like the last things that you eat when all the good candy is gone. Mm-hmm. But I get them every single November for NaNoWriMo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or
You should probably quickly explain what NaNoWriMo is for those that don't know.
Right. And I said November, but I actually buy them in October.
Well, yeah, you got to prep.
November is National Novel Writing Month, wherein you attempt to write 50,000 words of a novel in the 30 days of November.
Correct. Or at least 50,000 words of something.
Well, yeah.
I mean, depending on how you play it,
Yeah, like, specifically, that's what you're supposed to do.
Right.
But you can, nobody's judging
there's no
you.
real
You
rules.
do what
it's
you
just,
want.
self-accountability.
It's self-accountability, and the point is supposed to be to get rid of your inner editor and just vomit some shit onto paper to free up your creative side.
Right.
And in order to do that, you have to write approximately 1,667 words per day. And in order to do that, I get Tootsie Rolls because that helps me.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I need a prize.
Yep.
So that's my writing prize.
Okay.
So that's why I had them out. Well, that's why we had them. I had them out because I was writing stuff today, and the cat was getting into them, which cats can't have chocolate. And even though I don't know if Tootsie Rolls are actually real chocolate, I don't want to find out by having her eat them and barf it up.
Yeah. Now our cat's attacking her tail.
Well,
I'm sorry. Just like, what is she doing in there?
Cats do that.
Apparently. Okay.
Okay, so Azariah.
She's stealing the show today. Apparently.
I know. I'm so sorry. So writing, NaNoWriMo, cat, Tootsie Rolls.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Back to names. Azariah was the father of Sariah. Sariah was the father of Jehozadak. That was a mouthful. Who went into exile.
That's what she said. Sorry. I could not.
You're stupid.
It was right there.
I know.
Right there.
I know. Who went into exile when the Lord sent the people of Judah and Jerusalem into captivity under Nebuchadnezzar.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
That's who that guy was.
Yeah.
Jehozadak.
Got it.
Okay? The sons of Levi, so now we're backing up. We're going over to Levi.
Sure.
Okay? Were Gershon, Kohath, and Merari. The descendants of Gershon included Libni and Shimei. The descendants of Kohath included Amram, Izhar, Hebron, and Uziel.
Okay.
This is just so boring. Even though it's like names I'm starting to recognize, I'm like,
yeah, no, I mean, that's at least, it's every time they say more than just like the name, I'm like, oh, there's something.
I know.
They said something different.
I know that one.
Like, that's awesome.
Right? The descendants of Merari included Mali and Mushi. The following were the Levite clans listed according to their ancestral descent.
Okay.
The descendants of Gershon included Libni, Jahath, Zimma, Joah, Iddo, Zerah, and Jeatherai.
Mm-hmm.
The descendants of Kohath included Aminadab, Korah, Asir, Elkanah, Abiasaph, Asir, Tahath, Uriel, Uzziah, and Shaul. The descendants of... Oh, for fuck's sake. The descendants of Elkanah included Amasai, Ahimath, Elkanah... There's lots of Elkanahs in this.
Yeah.
Zophai, Nahath, Eliab, Jeroham, Elkanah again, and Samuel.
Okay.
The sons of Samuel were Joel, the older, and Abijah, the second.
Right.
I don't know why that's pointed out there. Like, usually the older is listed first.
Right.
So, got it.
I don't... Well, didn't Samuel have... Is Samuel the one that had the son that fought against him and then the other guy took over or something like that?
I can't remember
right off the top of my head. But
I don't remember at all.
I remember
in any
one of
way
those
whatsoever.
guys had something happen like that.
That's in the past.
Yeah, go back and listen to that episode and let us know what we said.
Yeah, what we said. What have we said?
I mean, okay, so like I'm learning generally about the Bible, but there's so much entanglement with different times and people and things like that. It's hard to specifically keep track of every single thing that happened. And we don't have a producer to give us notes, like, while we're reading. So we're like, what?
Yeah, so what you're getting is raw stupidity.
Yeah, no, raw stupidity. I mean... Hope you're enjoying it.
Yeah.
I mean, we try. We try. Yeah.
We usually get it wrong, but whatever.
I don't think we usually, I'd say we're at least 50-50.
It's true. Sometimes we pull one out.
We get it right sometimes.
The descendants of Merari included Mali, Libni, Shammai, Uzzah, Shemaiah, Haggai, and Asaiah. Okay?
Yeah, I hate to be their parents.
Right?
It just seems like that'd be hard to remember.
So now we're entering a new little section of this chapter.
Okay? Yeah.
David assigned the following men to lead the music at the house of the Lord after the ark was placed there.
Okay.
They ministered with music at the tabernacle until Solomon built the temple of the Lord in Jerusalem. They carried out their work following all the regulations handed down to them. Handed. Isn't that what I said?
Hounded.
Oh, Jesus. Sorry. Handed down to them. Okay, sorry. These are the men who served along with their sons. Heman, the musician, was from the clan of Kohath. His genealogy was traced back through...
He had the power of Grayskull.
He did. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to go through these names. I'm going to blow through them as fast as I can.
Okay, blowing through them. Yep.
His genealogy was traced back through Joel, Samuel, Elkanah, Jeroam, Eliel, Toad, Zuph, Elkanah, Mahath, Amasai, Elkanah, Joel, Azariah, Zephaniah, Tahath, Asir, Abiasaph, Korah, Izhar, Kohath, Levi, and Israel.
Holy fuck.
I did it.
You did it.
Herman's first assistant.
His first assistant.
I'm sorry, He-Man's. Not Herman.
He-Man.
I can't make it be He-Man. So in my brain, I was like transferring it to a different name, Herman. Yeah. No, but it's He-Man. He-Man's first assistant.
He has the power, too.
Oh my God, stop.
I'm just saying, like...
Okay, we understand.
He's like glowing and holding a sword over his hand.
Yes, we get it. Duncan, Man-at-Arms.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, sorry.
Okay.
I just really liked that cartoon when I was growing up, So like He-Man.
I liked it too. Yeah. And his name was Adam when he wasn't being He-Man.
That's right. Mm-hmm. I had forgot about that.
Yep.
Yeah.
He-Man's first assistant was Asaph from the... Oh, shit. I accidentally scrolled.
Why did you do such a thing?
Shit.
That was really not helpful to our podcast.
No, it really wasn't.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I'm back now. I accidentally clicked a thing and then it scrolled. Okay, sorry. Here we go. I'm back. He-Man's first assistant was Asaph from the clan of Gershon. Asaph's genealogy was traced back through... Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, hold on to your butts.
Okay.
Berechiah, Shemaiah, Michael, Besiah, Markalja, Ethni, Zerah, Adahai, Ethan, Zimma, Shimei, Jahath, Gershon, and Levi.
Okay.
Get all that?
Good job.
Yeah. Herman. I did it again. Jesus Christ. He-Man's second assistant was Ethan from the clan of Merari.
Okay.
Ethan's genealogy.
Oh boy, here we go.
Was traced back through Kishi, Abdi, Melech, Hashabiah, sorry, Amaziah, Hilkiah, Amzi, Bani, Shemer, Mali, Mushi, Merari, and Levi.
I swear they're naming the same fucking names.
They are.
Like, I'm like, they're the same goddamn names.
They're the same goddamn names.
What the hell?
Their fellow Levites were appointed to various other tasks in the tabernacle, the house of God.
Like, we're not even talking about kings or prophets now. We're talking about people that were fucking playing music in the tabernacle.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how deep do we got to go with this shit?
Apparently a few more chapters deep.
Apparently.
Okay, now we're entering a new little section.
Little. I like the word little there.
It is little.
Okay.
It's just little.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Only Aaron and his descendants served as priests, as you recall, the Levites.
The Levites.
Yeah. They presented the offerings on the altar of burnt offering and the altar of incense, and they performed all the other duties related to the most holy place.
Mm-hmm.
They made atonement for Israel by doing everything that Moses, the servant of God, had commanded them.
Right.
The descendants of Aaron were, and we've already named these people, but we're going to name them again.
Because that's important.
Yes. Yeah. Eleazar, Phinehas, Abishua, Buki, Uzi, Zerahiah, Moriah, Amariah, Ahitub, Zadok, and Ahimaaz.
Okay.
Okay.
Because that really needed to be done a second time in the same chapter.
Yep.
Okay.
Now we're going to learn about some cities. We're in a new little section.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Actually, this isn't a little section. This is, I think, the majority of the rest of the chapter.
Okay.
Okay. So, we're going to learn about some cities.
Got it.
This is a record of the towns and territory assigned by means of sacred lots to the descendants of Aaron, who were from the clan of Kohath, in case you didn't catch that the first several times it was mentioned.
Wait a second. The descendants of Aaron were Levites, right? Mm-hmm. I thought they weren't assigned any territory.
Well...
According to earlier in the Bible.
Assigned by means of sacred lots. Oh, yeah.
I mean, right. I'm just saying, like, if his descendants were Levites, they shouldn't have been assigned any territory that I'm aware of.
No, you're right.
But that's odd to me.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, there's a question, right?
I agree with you, but I don't know what it means. Maybe by giving him the town, he means the town that you are going to live in that's going to take care of you.
That could be. It could be.
I don't know.
I'll allow for that, but like they specifically said earlier in the Bible that they don't have territories, land, right?
Because they're all the power. They're the priests.
Yeah.
This territory included Hebron and its surrounding pasture lands in Judah, but the fields and outlying areas belonging to the city were given to Caleb, son of Jephunneh. So the descendants of Aaron were given the following towns, each with its pasture lands. Hebron, a city of refuge, which remember we learned about those.
Yep.
Libnah, Jatir, Eshtemoa, Holon, Debir, Ain, Judah, and Beth Shemesh.
Maybe they weren't given territory so much as a city. You know what I mean? Like maybe a different tribe controlled the territory, but they had a city within those territories or something.
I don't know the
I'm
difference.
just leaving room for the possibility. I think that sounds like it might have been something that did happen, but I can't remember specifically.
I have no idea.
Okay.
And from the territory of Benjamin, they were given Gibeon, Geba, Elimeth, Anathoth, each with its own pasture lands. So 13 towns were given to the descendants of Aaron.
Okay.
I guess.
So they were given towns, yeah. Okay.
I guess they were.
Yeah.
I didn't think they were supposed to be.
I think they might have covered that back in the Old Testament, earlier when we were talking, back in the Moses times, you know.
I don't remember that we came to a conclusion on that, though.
No, I'm just saying it could have been covered. I just don't recall.
Okay. Well, the remaining descendants of Kohath received 10 towns from the territory of the half-tribe of Manasseh by means of sacred lots.
Okay.
The descendants of Gershon received by sacred lots 13 towns from the territories of Issachar, Asher, Naphtali, and from the Bashan area of Manasseh, east of the Jordan. Hey, Eastside gang, what? The descendants of Merari received by sacred lots 12 towns from the territories of Reuben, Gad, and Zebulun. So the people of Israel assigned all these towns and pasture lands to the Levites.
I don't know what any of this really...
Did you hear what I just said?
Yeah, they assigned... Yeah.
To the Levites.
Right, towns.
Okay.
That's what we were just talking about.
Towns and pasture lands to the Levites,
right.
Yeah.
I don't know what any of this really matters. But, like, we're covering this shit again, kind of. And, like, what does any of this matter? They get exiled by Nebuchadnezzar or whatever,
later on.
So what the fuck does it matter anyway?
Right? I guess it's just to show us this land used to be theirs and they still want it back thousands of years later.
This is to prove claim to that land, I guess?
Isn't that what we decided that all of this was about anyways?
I guess. It just seems really fucking ridiculous.
Petty and silly and childish.
Right. Like, that's my land. I want it back.
Right?
I deserve it, because look at this list of names.
Right. Exactly.
Like, okay, get over yourselves, guys. If they have bigger weapons, you ain't getting that shit back, That's how this works.
Unfortunately, true. I mean...
Right?
Like, I have a hard time with that because, like, they came and they took it and it didn't belong to them.
Right.
And then they lost it. And so, are we supposed to feel sorry for them that they lost it?
I don't really feel sorry for them exactly.
I don't either.
I mean,
people are already living there.
That shit happens all the time, not just to fucking Israelites.
Yeah. Like,
so
somebody talked to the Native Americans.
Right?
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So the towns and the territories of Judah, Simon, and Benjamin, mentioned above, were assigned to them by means of sacred lots. In case you forgot.
Right.
That's how it was done. Do you know how it was done?
I hadn't forgot, so, I mean...
Do you know how it was done?
It was something to do with some sort of lots, right?
The sacred ones.
That's right, sacred lots, yeah.
The sacred lots.
Huh, I'm glad they covered that again, because I totally forgot the sacred bit.
Yeah.
In no way whatsoever.
Exactly. The descendants of Kohath were given the following towns from the territory of Ephraim, each with its pasture lands. Shechem, a city of refuge in the hill country of Ephraim. Gezer, Jokmeam, Beth Horon, Aijalon, and Gathrimmon.
Okay.
Those towns, hey?
They got those towns.
Those towns got it.
Yep.
The remaining descendants of Kohath were assigned the towns of Anir and Bileam from the territory of the half-tribe of Manasseh, each with its own pasture lands.
Yay.
The descendants of Gershon received the towns of Golan in Bashan and Ashtaroth from the territory of the half-tribe of Manasseh, each with its pasture lands.
Okay.
From the territory of Issachar, they were given Kadesh, Debaroth, Ramoth, and Anam, each with its own pasture lands.
Did they have their own pasture lands?
They had pasture lands.
Amazing. It's amazing.
From the territory of Asher, they received Mashal, Abdon, Hakuk, Rehob, each with its pasture lands. From the territory of Naphtali, they were given Kadesh and Galilee, Haman, Kiriathaim, each with its pasture lands. The remaining descendants of Merari received the towns of Jokneam, Karta, Ramon, and Tabor from the territory of Zebulon, each with its pasture lands. From the territory of Reuben, east of the Jordan River, opposite Jericho. Guys, we're closing in, so
Thank God.
Yeah, hang tight. We're almost there, okay?
Yeah.
Opposite Jericho, they received Bezer, a desert town, Jahaz, Kedemoth, and Mephath, each with its pasture lands.
Yeah.
Here we go. Ready? Last sentence.
I'm ready.
Gear up. Gird your loins. And from the territory of Gad, they received Ramoth and Gilead, Manaheim, Heshbon, and Jazer, each with its
own pasture land.
Pasture lands. The end.
Yay. That was painful.
That was painful. I'm so sorry, you guys. I did the best I could, and I didn't really bring much to the table today because...
No,
what do you do?
What do you do?
But we read it. And we got through it.
We did.
We're getting through First Chronicles, y'all.
Indeed. And you got to hear us, chastise our cat for getting into the Tootsie Rolls. So there's always that bit.
Right.
And maybe you signed up to skip ads today, so you didn't have to hear as much as far as, time with the ads. So that might have helped out.
I don't blame you for skipping ads. It's bad enough that you got to listen to us and then ads on top of it. Jesus.
Yeah, right?
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right, you guys, we're getting through this Bible thing.
We are.
All
right, so that was First Chronicles chapter 6, and tomorrow we will be back with...
First Chronicles chapter 7.
We'll see you guys then.
Bye.
Hey, wife, I guess that's the end?
But husband, that's just sad.
It doesn't have to be. We are on lots of social media platforms like Twitter. Our handle there is sacrilegious_D.
For D's nuts.
Oh my God. Stop doing that. Anyway, we're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. There's a link to all of our social media sites at our website.
Ooh, we have a website?
Yeah, it's sacrilegiousdiscourse.com, where you can also find a link to our merch shop.
We have a merch shop?
Yep. We have podcast-themed clothing, mugs, notebooks, and more, as well as an atheist and science-themed products.
Wow, our fans should really go check that out right now.
Definitely. They can get in touch with us by sending an email to sacrilegiousdiscourse@gmail.com. But before they do that, we could really use some help.
Oh yeah? With what?
Well, it's not free running the podcast, and we need some financial support in order to get better equipment, which will free up time so we can concentrate on our podcast and our fans.
Okay, so what should they do?
Head over to patreon.com/sacrilegiousdiscourse and sign up as a contributor on our podcast. Supporters there receive additional bi-weekly episodes that we record just for our Patreon members for as little as $2 a month.
Also, we'd really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe on whatever platform you're using.
And Apple Podcast reviews help us out tremendously.
Like and subscribe. Leave an Apple review. Join us on Twitter. Support us on Patreon. That's a lot of instructions. Don't forget to say thanks.
Thanks.
Okay, bye.